I thought I was gonna be like behind, no, I'm right in it.
Okay.
It's like, let me.
Great. All right. So welcome everybody to the Recreation and Fitness Committee meeting for March 2nd, 2026. Just need a mover and seconder to open the meeting. So not a whole lot of choices tonight. So moved by Holly and seconded by Sheena.
Sylvie.
Sorry, I had that. I had that. Let the meeting be open at 5:02 p.m. All in favor? And we'll just keep going the opposite. Moved by Sylvie and seconded by Holly that the draft agenda dated March 2nd, 2026 be adopted as amended. All in favor? The disclosure of pecuniary interest or general nature for that. None. Adoption of the previous minutes. So moved by Holly and seconded by Sylvie that the minutes of the Recreation and Fitness Committee of February 2nd, 2026 be adopted as circulated. All in favor? Okay. Presentation. We have one.
Well, it's not a big
Yes, there's no
presentation.
motions.
Okay.
Some of it's a review of our last meeting, just we're having our community breakfast March 15th, Sunday morning, 9 to 12 in the morning. $10 for adults, $5 for kids. We're ready for that. We're prepping for that. We have our ATV run on May the 9th. Will be our 22nd run. We've sent a letter to council, just FYI, and questions, concerns, so on and so forth. Andre will be presenting that to you guys next week, I think it is. We, for Canada Day, for the duck race, we have purchased 120 new ducks. They're not huge, but that's okay. They're eventually after a few years. No, they're not that big. But in a few years, they're all going to be the same size, and we'll go from there. Some need to be replaced. We are asking that we can kind of kick off the Canada, if we're going in the evening still, which I believe we are. We can kind of kick off the event. We're kind of held to a 4:15 launch time by the lottery license, so it's on the ticket. So we're kind of hoping we can do it at 4:15, and then the event's kind of moved to the rink. And I think the cleanup day is going to be, it's an item down.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we can talk about that.
I just kind of went, but
yeah,
we'll talk about that later. So that's basically it on the Lion side of it. I can see the trade show. We are committed to doing the canteen trade show.
Good. Right, and then 6A staff reports for Family Day.
so Family Day was super well received. I think everyone had a blast. We are guessing about 125 people throughout the day. It made a huge difference having all the community partners there, the library, the fire department, the OPP were definitely all there to have a great day. Dan McGinnis donated all the wood, which was a huge help. And then the library doing the snow painting, the lions with the hot chocolate and treats. And if there's any lessons or anything we want to change for next year, any thoughts, you can.
I like the weather better.
The weather was a
Yeah.
little much nicer. Unfortunately, I don't control
that.
Yeah, can we request that? It was perfect.
Made the hill a little sticky for Talani, but
Mhm.
We should have just asked the OPP to run up and down a couple of times.
They did offer to pull the fire department behind their snowmobile on the sleds, but it seems like a safety issue.
Are you kidding? I had GTs in the back of my truck. Just for that.
So next year, that's the suggestion, the takeaway for next year is we do that, or is there, because like the hockey skills challenges was super well received. Are there any other low to no cost things that we could introduce that now that we've had some more consistent support? Anything now or just? you think of anything throughout the year. It was just super well received.
I don't know because of weather wise,
Mhm.
would it be really cool if like some figure skaters could come and do like a little show? Or
know
even
a
figure
group
skaters
of
against hockey players?
synchronized skaters actually that
Oh.
I could have come out with. That's something we would be interested in.
That'd be
What's up,
cool.
like the battalion, bring different,
Yeah.
a few of the battalion to come out and sign autographs, shoot a puck or whatever.
They can do the races against the police officers and the firefighters.
Depends on their schedule, of course, but
If we can,
I
if
saw
the
their
idea now.
calendar.
Well, they usually do calendar and Boston, they do
Yeah.
like outdoor practices.
Yeah, but even if we had a couple of them, we don't need the team, you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
but obviously it depends on their schedule, but get a couple guys in.
Okay, that's a good idea.
The kids like it.
Yeah,
We need to reach out to them next year to see if we can book a practice to them.
Like they have a practice, that's separate from family day?
Like, yeah, like they, like, so Boston and calendar,
Yeah.
both book them for like a full.
for full
outdoor
practice, yes.
Okay,
Advertise it and give it them a watch and whatever.
okay.
That's
That's
kind of
interesting.
look for a few.
Yeah.
But that's a tough on family day, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But
but
even if we get 3 guys out or
Yeah.
something, you know, and some.
okay. Any other takeaways, things we need to remember for next year?
So weather dependent.
It's
It
very
is.
weather dependent.
Yeah, I mean, the one year we
And
didn't have any snow. we
Or it
had
was
it-
-40.
Yeah, the one year we had it as a snowman building competition, we had 0 snow.
Mine-
Made it a little
And then the
hard.
one year was, yeah, -35 and like nobody was going outside.
The snow
No.
paint, the paint for the. snow
They were
paint
there
was
the
freezing
that
as
year
fast
too.
as- yeah.
But that worked for the Lions this year as well, being in the Zambo or the Olympia Ice Resurfacer. So
We actually moved out because it was such a nice day,
Okay,
so that was
good.
great. Margot had her little game
Yeah.
things, which I thought was a nice little add-on
Yeah,
as
well,
well.
kids love those.
Yeah, so that, yeah,
Okay.
that worked out well for us.
All right,
Okay, moving on to 7, so items for committee discussion, so Sheena is requesting maternity leave, we have a letter here. So to whom this may concern, I'm writing to inform the committee in the township that I'll be stepping away from the committee until June 2026. Solely due to having a baby on October 30th, 2025. Managing my schedule with a newborn has become more challenging than I expected, where my priorities have changed temporarily. I don't have a reliable caregiver until 5:30, as my son is still not comfortable babysitting a baby. I enjoy volunteering with this committee and hope not to lose this role and hope that you can respect my decision for the short term. Sincerely, Sheena. I have 0 issues with it, so I don't believe anybody would.
I think she should bring the baby with her. I personally agree with that.
I did let her know that the baby is welcome.
What about calling in?
She's welcome to do that,
Yeah.
but I think she's required.
100%.
Yeah.
We have a motion here. So moved by Sylvie and seconded by Holly that the Recreation and Fitness Committee recommend to council that Sheena requests for maternity leave from the Recreation and Fitness Committee be accepted. And that Sheena be granted a leave of absence until June 2026, at which time she may resume her role. All in favor?
She's great news.
Mhm.
It is, and congratulations to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so 7B, trade show.
I'll give an update on that. Trade show, we are up to 20 vendors signed up, which is great. It's starting to get pushed out a little bit more to the wider public. A number of the people that we had signed up are repeat vendors, which is great, because it shows that it was worth their time to come out.
Are they numbers of like on-field vendors versus, do you have a sense of that?
Yeah, I'd say it's about 50-50.
Okay.
But it is well-rounded in the sense that we have, so there's the positive approach would be coming, and then there is, we have like a bank, we have a landscaper, we have a home goods, we have a realtor. It's so fairly well balanced in the groups that we're getting out, so especially if someone's new to the town. That's where it's hard to know, like a landscaper, what mechanic, well, we have a
Mhm.
mechanic. So it's balanced in that way, especially for people that are new to town to try and find the resources through like
Mhm.
Miko will be there, so if they're building a business, Vic Fidelli and Pauline Rushford have requested a table as well. And then the Case Alliance will be coming out to do financials or speak to people about their financials, so.
And once again, more for the general public, anybody that has a business, home-based or not, can register for a table.
Yep,
And how much was the table?
$25.
And that was in full prior.
Yes,
We never ended up doing a deposit system.
no, so it's just, yes, $25, yeah.
So even if you're a high school kid and you cut grass.
Yep.
Or a high school kid and you dog walk,
Yep,
all the way up to professionals.
Babysit for Sheena.
yeah.
We could put out a request.
What's the date again?
The one thing that I'm going to communicate to the vendors this year is that request them to come and load in and then go and park on the street.
Yeah.
Because then we run out of parking for people to come, and I know that that was kind of a turn off for some people. So if we can get the vendors to load in and then go find parking elsewhere so that people, the public that are actually attending can
Are
park
we
in the
able to
park.
suggest like the medical center?
I can, yeah,
And down at the park, because they're within
yeah.
close proximity versus on the
Absolutely.
road.
Yeah.
Because it would, yeah, gets pretty jammed up there. So if we tell them, no, medical center in the park.
Doug was asking the date.
April 18th.
So what do you need from us?
For that day, so thank you for leading me to my second point. I spoke to Darlene at the church. We're good to set up on a Friday. So I need help setting up on Friday. Which basically entails putting out all of the tables, laying out the labels for each table. The Lions,
Day,
sorry,
Friday.
Friday night, sorry, Friday at like 4:35, whatever works.
Yeah.
For the majority, if we want to talk about that now, and then we can kind of send an email, make sure it works for everyone else as well.
But what do you need on the day of?
Day of is just welcoming people, getting the vendors loaded in. If we are asking them to park somewhere else, then someone will need to kind of keep people moving. And then just if they have any questions about plugging in, I have asked on the registration this year if they need electricity so that we know where to put everyone kind of thing. Yeah, and then day of, it's just making sure everyone is finding their spot. Then it kind of runs itself, and then we have to tear down and clean up.
We can add an additional row. I remember last year when we were spacing out the tables, we were doing so according to how many people have committed to a booth.
Yeah.
But if our numbers start to bloom up, we need to either look at some booths being outside, hopefully if it's outside. Adding the additional space in the basement, but we knew that we could add another row.
Yeah, I
Because we
think
had
so.
lots of room in between. the rows.
Yeah.
I would just
But-
say keep looking and
But it's going well so far, so.
Hopefully we get some bakers and stuff, because I mean,
Yeah, and if you know anyone, feel free to send them the link or the registration or my information and I can get it to them. Cause I would love, and I think we all would, to have local Bonnfield businesses there.
Yeah.
Right, so.
Is the farmer's market gonna have a booth to advertise the market?
Deborah Helm will be there doing her Deborah Helm Realty.
Oh, okay.
And at this, I think she does like a 50-50 split between the two of
Okay.
them.
Cause yeah, that'd be good for her to get vendors too. Right?
Yes,
So-
exactly. And then the emergency management, the fire department will be there, sharing a table. And the open people will also have the table.
7C Easter egg hunt.
Okay, so update on that one. We have just received a generous donation from the Lions Club for $300.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, did you do a photo?
I took one.
Will you put it on Facebook?
I will.
That's amazing.
So there's that. We don't have the donations of all of the toys and everything that, she's not able to do that any longer. So we would need to make a decision then if we are planning to do a coloring contest or if, what kind of prize situation, because the $300 will go fairly, that is about what we spent on treats and chocolate and stuff last year. And then we had a whole bunch of donations from, Bob.
And the prices have gone,
Mhm.
like I was at the Dollarama today and I could not believe the prices. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So do we want to do a coloring contest or no coloring
How
contest?
well was it? I'm trying to remember and I don't remember.
There was a lot of entries to it, yeah. Because we sent it to the school as well.
Oh,
So if we just did it day of, it's weather dependent.
mhm.
We could look at getting a donation though and doing just like top one in each age group. So you would need 4 prizes.
Yeah, that seems reasonable for us to do donation, like, you know. We wouldn't be taking a whole lot away from the candy, but still doing the contest.
Okay,
Chances are we could get another donation by then to cover prices.
yeah,
Mhm.
And like in theory, the Lions kind of going to all the chocolate.
Yeah.
And, you know, another organization would donate 4 prizes and then we could go.
okay, so we do want to do the coloring contest.
Yes.
I think the kids love them. It's just,
And it's sort of a theme, right? We do it at Christmas, we do it at Halloween. we do
Yeah.
it at- So
and
it's
then we'll
kind of a
do
thing.
the 4 prizes.
Well, we should do an adult one too.
There's a 13 plus category.
Helps with the.
And Michelle
social-
Mulder wins.
Yeah, it helps with the social media too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it does,
people
yeah, absolutely.
On the page to vote and stuff like that, so.
Okay, so, and then that day. That was my one question on that, was the prizes. For that day, reached out to the fire department and the OPP to see if they can get people out. That'll help with like hiding the eggs, handing out the, the goodie bags, hot chocolate, all of that sort of stuff.
Have it?
Yes, I have also reached out to a lovely volunteer for rabbits. And last year we did about 100 bags.
And
We
it
had some
We had
left
10,
over.
we had 10 left over. I
and it
think.
went lightning quick for the first
Yeah.
40 minutes.
How
like, we were
many
pretty
bags are
nervous.
we aiming to do then this year?
I still like the idea of increasing it a little bit, because I think our audience is increasing every year.
120?
And having maybe another 20 or so that doesn't really have candy and chocolate in it that don't expire, that if we need them, we use them, and if we don't, they get trucked in a bin on someone's street.
And I really, the parents who have the kids that got those treats really appreciated that. There weren't as many, but I think it's because maybe we really need to push that there are a select number that are not.
And the
treat-based.
ratio of chocolate to say like little toys or stickers or pencils. Have you gotten any feedback on if parents prefer like a pencil or prefer like more chocolate?
I like things that go away,
Okay.
not specifically me eating them. But like, I like tattoos as
Okay.
a parent. I like tattoos because I use them
Stickers
and they
make a
go away.
mess.
Stickers are a mess. Pencils. I have so many pencils.
Okay.
They're firewood at this point.
Okay.
There's so many.
Kindling.
Um,
Well, what do you guys like to see in there as people with little ones and
The little fidget toys and
those fidget toys we got for Halloween?
mhm,
Did you see them before we handed them?
yeah.
They were-
I think.
They were amazing. There were 1,200 of them for like $40 or something.
Mhm.
So stuff, get a couple of those.
Use those new,
Sticker
like
balls.
these squishy things or whatever they're like these little, yeah, like they're like, but they're new and.
Because yeah, the
They're
problem is
called
the
the-
chocolate expires, so if we don't go through it, then we can't
Yeah.
use it next year, but the
Yeah.
10 or so bags that we have left over. Have
Yeah.
all of like the
The fidget-
stretchy men,
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
fidgets, the,
Yeah,
okay.
They even have those little watercolor. Where you put the water in the pen.
oh, yeah.
That you color, so it's like mess free.
I definitely just want to avoid like running out, right?
Mhm.
So.
So about 120, we did 100,
Mhm.
so 120 and then 20 that are strictly for kids with either allergies or whatever, no chocolate, no
Yeah.
treats, like no candy.
Yeah,
Anything from Easter last year that we need to be on top of? Like we
So,
got this
well, right?
speaker, we have them now organized, we'll do the
We
same,
need an extra set of ears
okay.
to ensure that all council,
Dan's big thing was we needed more tables, new tables.
yes.
I,
did
and
get
we,
the new
we
ones?
got tables, they
Oh,
came in
yeah.
for Canada Day, you bought them. Okay, so,
What's the date for the egg hunt?
Saturday the 4th,
April 4th.
April 4th, 12 to 2,
When you talk tables, you're talking folding.
folding tables.
If you guys need some, we have
Mhm.
10, 11, too.
Perfect.
The ones we had were in rough shape, so Dan wanted them like.
We needed,
No,
we
we
needed
needed
new
them.
ones.
Gone.
Yeah, these are just pretty good, hey, like they're pretty.
Yeah,
they're good.
But if-
they're great tables.
Good stuff,
Thank you,
reach out.
appreciate it.
7D, community garden.
That one we need to start planning for the community garden.
It sounded like Dan was pretty frustrated with everything that happened last year
Mhm.
with cats. I mean, I made it was along my walking route and I loved going, but yeah, there's definitely spots that did not do well there. So,
Well, and if the cats are gonna keep going and digging it up and up.
well, I think it's between the cats and that one tree that pretty much provides shade for most of the day.
Is there
That's
another
the one
spot?
on,
Lubeck and.
yeah.
Is there another spot?
But all the time, effort, all of the
Mhm.
materials that are put in there.
It's looking super nice. And
It
just
was.
got all the gravel, dropped off to spare for the walkways and stuff. I think we need to try and fundraise and do some fencing in there.
Yeah.
Do a nice gate and
What kind of
try to keep
fundraiser are we looking at, like
cats out as much as we can.
donation,
That's a
like
fun thing.
donation letter type thing, or? Partnering with someone that's already running like an event and,
Yeah, or contacting like.
A fencing company that might have some extra material
Something directly.
left over.
Descom or something like that to see if. We can work in partnership with them to put something in. It's a fine for sure, but if it's a thing, about part of the $1. And I mean, if we can limit it a little bit, then.
Yeah.
Instead of one doing it's like.
At least we're trying, right?
Yeah.
To keep it going.
How's the
Any-
maintenance, like the ongoing maintenance?
it's largely, Dan
Yeah.
McInnes and his wife, that,
Let me just ask, we have a meeting Wednesday, let me just ask if we have a couple of people who tend to have
okay,
green thumbs. And they may be able to help out with some of that.
I think they did really good. It was just the stuff that wasn't growing because they kept getting
yeah.
dug up and.
No, they
And
did
a lot of it
beautiful
was,
job of it.
yeah, it did.
Did you
That
ever
tree
see the
does
picture with the
provide
lights
a bunch.
and
No.
they put little lights on it,
Oh,
it
it's beautiful.
looked
The year
gorgeous.
before worked really well.
Mhm.
They got a lot of.
Yeah.
stuff out of it, but this year for just more and more cats.
Okay, but if you wanna reach out to
I'll just
any
ask,
volunteers,
yeah.
that'd
Yeah.
be wonderful, and then we'll speak to Dan about. Cause I know Mel generally has like a nice plan for what to plant and
Mhm.
where, and she's got great skills that way, so. Alright,
Then 7E, community day. Community cleanup day, sorry.
so the Lions had done it in the past, but you're not doing it this year? Or,
What we were talking about was doing a fundraising thing, you know how you have a boot, stand on the highway and you have boots and so we thought, as we're doing it, we could do the cleanup. Spring is our probably busiest time with the ATV and all the other stuff going on. And so we well, let's maybe think about that in the fall. However, do we just do the cleanup or, and wear our vests and go pick up some stuff? So when is it? It was, again, question.
Mhm.
And, if it's over the week. Because I believe the opportunities, the township will supply bags and we can drop them back off at there
Yeah.
and then we'll dump. And so. Again, I'd have to go back to the club and I can do that on Wednesday and say. Or, are we wanting to do that? It's not as formal as with the boot thing, but it's
What's the
still,
boot thing?
well, you stand in the highway and everybody has to stop and the
Yeah,
firefighters
you
used to
threw
do
money,
it.
but-
And you throw money into it's just a money grab, but
I never heard of that.
Oh, no?
No,
We can't do it on Highway 17, but we can do it on 531. So ideally, we're thinking that here at the corner. And possibly at the four corners on the way to dump on Saturday, but. That's a whole different,
Yeah.
we thought we incorporate the two,
Mhm.
but it's possible, you know, we might do it on a Wednesday morning, the garbage cleanup. It can be that week. It doesn't have to be a Saturday or.
Yeah.
Is there? How does the township work in terms of like, if I were to clean up my section
Mhm.
and then leave the garbage bag? Because we clean our road, but we like trailer everything back up to our place. And stuff, and then I just use my dump cart when I throw stuff in the dump cart, but.
So last year we had discussed asking for a certain number of bags to be able to be brought to the landfill on, say, the Saturday following when we do this. I don't believe we had formalized anything, but if we wanted to do a motion that like X number of bags can be given for free and then can be dropped off at the landfill on the Saturday following.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Is there a way to identify the bags?
I was just gonna
and
say, cause I can
Yeah,
picture.
we
this being taken
could,
stuff?
just print little, or we have little stickers that we could
Slap on the bag.
slap on it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Cause it'd be really nice to like just make it a community cleanup day, like ask people, here are some bags.
So
Go
two
clean up
options
this
for
night to you.
dates that I think might work are either Earth Day, which is in April.
Mhm.
I forget the exact date, I wanna say the 20th.
Yeah, the ditches something.
Or we could
Dry
do, the provincial day of cleanup is the third week of May.
I think your weather is going to be a better.
May.
Okay, so we want to
Obviously May.
propose this for May and in line with the provincial day of action.
So if we encourage people, like not a specific day, but during that week. So
Just
like
go
pick
for a
up
walk.
on field
Yeah.
cleanup day or cleanup week.
Yeah.
And like encourage, go clean up a section of your road.
Okay.
And then on the Saturday, if you bring those bags to the dump, then it's. But it has to be specific. Or
They have to pick up the bags here so that they have
Yeah,
the sticker on
yes.
them.
And they can do the line.
Do we want to do a motion with, so that I can send it to council and council can approve? There's, there should be a third sheet there.
Yeah, and it'd be like, that way there could be advertised.
School's still in, so.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know,
And maybe they'll take an afternoon and they'll
Yeah.
go and do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could offer to
But
drop off some
Saturday,
garbage
they're not
bags.
gonna do it.
no,
Yeah.
So you make a week.
but make
Yeah,
it
you
the
make it
week,
that week,
that,
yeah.
make it that provincial
Yeah.
week.
And maybe like during the trade show. We could have like a little table set up somewhere
Yep, promote it during the
and
morning.
promote it.
Well, to promote all of our activities, right? Like,
Yeah,
we
but I
want
mean,
to-
because that one's coming up after the trade show, right?
Vigil week of
I mean,
action.
there's always so much.
Yes, I think that's what it's called, but I.
It's the
Vigil
liquor
week of
bottles.
action.
It's not even
Or
beer, cans,
sort of
it's the
clean up.
liquor bottles.
I will,
How do you know something? You drink, that you need to throw them off.
I think it's somebody. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Working at home. Same, I always see like food, and it's like. Somebody must have a wife that doesn't cook for good.
That's what we were saying, so he's only guy.
He eats a little bit on the way home. Leaves this garbage.
Where it says Malibu rum bottles. In the western side, or the east side.
It's amazing the number of beer cans.
Oh, yeah.
And not those.
Especially in today's day. Is it worth it? Maybe?
I can't get over how many people or get charged. I'm just literally getting charged.
Yeah, I thought they had learned differently than us school folks.
No. He's expecting a big turnout or something?
On the community breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
we're hoping for 100. I don't know. We 2 years ago, we tried a Sunday come for free hot dogs and stuff like that, and Mary showed up. We had,
I think the weather, if I recall, wasn't
it
that,
wasn't the greatest, but it was inside. It was come
Right,
into our
yeah.
den and, hang out and have a free hot dog and chips and stuff like that.
I know we've got this upcoming one on the events calendar, which will then the week of gets emailed out to everyone, as well as we're sharing it. It's
I mean,
the breakfast.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
So,
So we'll try and help.
I'm trying to remember if they were closer to London.
Here's.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. The Recreation and Fitness Committee recommend a Mar.2 cleanup week in line with the provincial week of action on the third week of May. Township to supply special garbage bags for our community members to help clean up the roadsides without cost to themselves. All in favor?
Should there be something about free drop off at the landfill on Saturday?
for designated bags.
Yeah, for the designated bags.
It's almost like you live in
People,
the township.
people be showing up with couches.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, we pulled a full skidoo seat. I'm like. I hope that fell on the back of someone's vehicle. Because you're not going far without your skid. It was the full seat. It was the framing, it was the full, it was everything. So we're like,
But the
yeah.
week is, let's go do it for a couple hours and then
Mhm.
2
And
days
it's
later, go do it. for a
flexibility.
couple hours.
Like, not everyone has to have the same day off at the
Yeah.
same time.
Township to allow free drop off at the landfill for the specialized bags.
So what's on the?
Ramble day, bacon and or sausage, pancakes, toast. Juice, coffee.
Do you have something on Facebook? That we can.
There
share?
was one out and. We've had this discussion before that we don't advertise it enough. So yes, one went out, but that was a while ago now. And we're talking, hey, we better start re-advertising.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is on our hit list.
Yeah,
Advertising is a big thing. for
It
us.
is.
on that note, if we can share the
Yeah.
community, like the township ones as well to the Facebook groups.
Mhm.
That every time one of them gets shared to one of those groups, the engagement just
Yeah, I
skyrockets.
always try.
Yeah.
Just been on work by lately, but.
7F candidate list.
Now, do you need us to?
We voted and we did it.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Gold.
Off to the. So 7F, guys, candidate.
So just to get the ball rolling on entertainment
Mhm.
and performers and stuff like that, so I can start reaching out to get prices and all of that. When it comes to children's entertainment, do we want to try something different, or were people happy with Christoph? Any suggestions on what we want to do with that, with the children's entertainment? Or if we want to switch it up again.
Yeah, there was a girl, who does face painting. She does really, really good, just have to remember, I could get her name though,
Okay.
I think it's Danielle, her name, if I'm not mistaken.
There was
She
a-
does really nice art.
Yeah. There's a Deborah Helmet, one of the farmers market had somebody who was face painting as well. So she might have a company. It might even be the same
Might be,
person.
yeah.
Because kids love face paint. I love face paint. I
Okay.
wanna do face paint.
Would you prefer face painting over like a show like Christoph's, or like the axe throwing, or?
I like trying to bring different stuff in if we can,
Yeah.
but there's only. So many
So-
local things, right?
And there's only so much money. to be
Exactly.
paid, Cause oh my gosh, the price keeps going up.
So I can reach out to a couple different ones and bring it for the next meeting, with firm prices for 2026.
Yeah,
But if you have any other suggestions for different types of entertainment for kids.
Maybe we could-
What if we did like a table of like crafts or something, where they, you know. Like not just coloring and that, but like actually making something.
And then get volunteers to run that then?
Maybe.
Well, the Lions used to be awesome. Not saying the Lions have to. My kids, even as they got older. Big bag of corn in a bucket. I cannot get over how many kids give them a big bag of corn and put some stuff in it. Like coins and stuff that they have to go hunting for. It's incredible. They don't need prizes. They just want to hunt for the coins.
Can reach out to Compagnon as well, had I think a number of games, then it is just
Yeah.
getting people to volunteers to run them.
Yeah,
It'd be nice if they could run a game session,
yeah.
because they have a ton of equipment. We can reach out to the Birds of Prey guy, Thompson's bird control, and see if you can do
Is he still
a
around?
prey presentation.
Because I was looking for his information last year and I couldn't find anything.
A bird show would be super interesting.
Yeah,
I think we should.
Thompson's,
Thompson, I think it's Chris Thompson, I think. And that's Thompson's bird control.
okay, that's a different,
something different.
This has been involved for 4 years or so. He's just from local Bay Area.
Yeah, we had him at the library do a show and it was really well attended.
okay,
Really well attended. But even like Science North to come and do. Well, you know, because they do shows and then they also do, activities and stuff with the kids, so. That might be an option and it's actually fairly reasonably priced.
yeah, because the library had them, do you have any idea what that cost you last year?
I think I want to say it was under 3. It was
Oh.
really well worth it.
That show that was out there last year?
Yeah, let me check the numbers to know that, yeah, I'm pretty sure, it was really reasonable, it was really good,
That was a great
it
show,
was fabulous.
yeah.
Can you do some electronica, I'm gonna say Nintendo, which is gonna age me,
Mhm.
but, or virtual reality. I'm not saying you buy a virtual, but get somebody who would allow us to, and have some where they can go on a roller coaster or something like that, and the kids get to experience this thing.
Mm.
Sadly, going to
A
one at
virtual.
a time, but
Yeah.
a virtual reality, something.
But if it's a
Different.
company that does it, there's the company that we did the phone. party
Yes, I-
through, they have virtual reality too,
Yes.
and
Okay.
yeah. No,
And
I
you know
know
what else would be fun, even like that evening? Where you get the headphones and everybody has like different music
The
playing
silent
and they're
dance.
dancing.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
Compagnon
That would
has
be
that,
cool.
so I'll reach out and see, I'll reach out to them. The Thompson's Bird Show would be new and interesting, I'll get pricing from Christoph. Just because I personally love that show. It's awesome. It's awesome. But, and I know, like, it was super well attended.
Yeah,
I just wanted to get some ideas if we had any new thoughts on what we want to do for that. When it comes to the live entertainment, any thoughts on switching it up? Any different bands, any thoughts?
Yeah, I like different every year if we can, so that we don't. fall into
Spread it around.
the same people all the time.
Well, that Danielle there that plays with Dan. She's good.
Mhm.
And she'll sing French and English songs.
Who's this?
Danielle,
You know, I think, right?
maybe.
Danielle Hall?
She's
Oh,
on
really? I
the-
didn't know.
Jennifer Plummer, she lives in Rutherford, she's a musician as well.
Okay.
And there's also Lynn Blunt that I see.
Yes.
I see her
yeah.
name quite often and she seems to be well received. But I know Danielle can do French and English songs.
Okay. 'Cause that's a
She's
nice,
good.
nice to include the francophone as well.
Yeah.
It's karaoke, but karaoke flag, is it?
We go.
If
would
other,
be
if other
actually.
people are
think-
interested in doing
I
it,
think you need a beer time.
which we will not be doing.
Yeah, cause he even tried it at the camp and they were pretty shy, the kids.
Oh, yeah.
You get going. I think there's maybe the Friendship Center, maybe the Indigenous Center. One of them has a bunch of different musical pieces of equipment that they bring out and teach your kids how to use.
Oh, that would be really.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah,
Okay, so the Indigenous or Friendship Center? Okay,
I think it's called the North Bay Indian
Friendship Centers, Friendship Center, but
Oh,
then
they
there's also,
changed it now? Okay.
yeah,
There's
and
two,
then there's the Indigenous Hub, which is
Mhm.
separate, and then there's Big Medicine Studio on the Dodge and McG. They're a theatrical.
Oh, right, yes.
Studio, yeah,
Okay,
so they do a bit too.
yeah, I've seen one other group that like a bunch of different events and. They just have a ton of different equipment, right? You can teach kids how to use it.
that'd be fun and interactive and
Mm-hmm.
Will they do dances and stuff as well, like
I-
where
I
they?
It would
think
be
so,
so
really.
nice, yeah. Cause some kids might never get to see anything like that.
okay, so I can start reaching out, but if you have any thoughts or if you come across any bands that you think would be a good fit, let me know and we'll get some pricing in for the next whatever, March, April meeting, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 'cause it's March.
7G.
Sorry, so we're okay for 4:15?
Yeah, oh, sorry, yes, for Canada Day. So I'm thinking, yes, 4:15, we do that race, the duck race, and then we do the bike competition.
Mhm.
Cause that will lead everyone over to the rink where we'll keep kind of like last year, kind of keep everything central to the rink.
Mhm.
If that, everyone.
And we'll ask Nary, because usually we ask Nary to judge who first, second,
Mhm.
third, and then once we have that, we can have Nary actually say who the
Make
winners
the
are. and-
announcement.
And we post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Okay,
good.
sorry about that.
No, it's great.
But yes, if that, everyone thinks that works, we do the duck race, we do the bike contest, we go over, we do the barbecue. Music, little break, music, fireworks.
Mhm.
Cool. Okay,
Good.
7G, movie in the park.
did you have a chance to reach out?
So I reached out to Kyle through Celebrations. I know what he charges other townships and it's quite a bit higher. So he's working on a specific book for us. I have a feeling the company that we used in Toronto is going to be a little bit more feasible.
Mhm.
We also reached out to the Bonfield Event Park. Who said that they would be happy to host it. I kind of like it better here. We're not worried about the weather. Obviously the screen's a little bit bigger. It's kind of nice having the outdoor rain. But there might be a way to maybe get that involved in that event, even if we're having it here. Whether it's as a sponsor,
Mhm.
however, you can kind of tweak it to get that involved.
So they would host it like they used to, it would be
Right.
free and at the event park.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which was
So-
awesome.
So she thought when we had it here last year, she thought we were charging. So she thought that we pulled it out from her so that we can charge and make a profit from it. I'm like, no, it was all sponsored and donated and free. So that kind of brought her back on
Okay.
board a little bit. So I think there was some.
And they had their canteen open too, so she was
They did.
even making some money then as well, because,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how much, but.
probably not enough to cover the cost
The-
of running it there.
Yeah. But no, it was awesome to be able to, Elsie even still talks about it
okay,
and stuff, so yeah, it was great.
so then that. Is the question is. Which one do we want? Do we want to do it there for free or do we pursue it here? With the hopes of sponsorships and
Yeah, I mean, I put it together last year on a whim
Mhm.
with maybe 3 weeks
Mhm.
notice. And I think we had it pretty much all sponsored. I think we spent $80 or something in the end.
it was a little bit more than that. I think it was closer to 400, just with the
Oh, 'cause the
license.
licensing at the end
Yeah.
there, right? So I think we could get it sponsored again. Like I say, I like to hear, I like having the covering. I like having the bigger screen, but. I mean. Whatever is. What people prefer.
Yeah. I've been to both,
Mhm.
it was cool both. The covered
The
rain was,
weather.
yeah,
Right.
but then I'm like, honestly, if it was like came down rain, I'm not even sure if we would have come, because it was chilly enough. As well, which we were all bundled in, and there was people who were leaving because the kids were cold. So if it was bad weather again, I'm not even sure that they would come even with the covered rain.
Right.
So Cause it's more of the cold stuff.
That's in August.
It'll be September 6th, I think, the Sunday of Labor Day.
Labor Day. I know we have a budget set aside for that. Unfortunately, it's this year's budget, which missed last year's because of the.
I think, yeah, you had said
Yeah, it was super last minute. Or remember.
movie in the park,
It's nice to support a little.
probably a donation.
Yeah.
is what
And
you
to have it at the event park.
But we
and
haven't budgeted for
do it
this
like
year, our
drive-
year ends June
drive
30th.
style.
Oh.
Yeah. We made a bed and pocket trucks and.
What are you guys thinking? Or do we wanna?
Would
leave
we
that?
do
I think we
it,
should-
would we do it as a kids movie, adult movie? Cause that
That's-
was the thing that they did at the event park, was that they had the kids movie and the adult. I don't think the adult was as well attended.
No,
All the adults left with the kids,
Yeah,
so, but.
yeah, I think we just run one.
Just
Just
run.
But the movies nowadays, and
They do 3 or 4 or something.
no, but you have a kids movie
Mhm.
with jokes
Oh, yeah.
designed for adults in the back
Mhm.
that, you know,
Yeah.
only they understand,
Yeah.
so.
Well, something to consider, and
Yep.
I guess we'll get some quotes and.
we'll get some quotes, we'll see, I can reach back out to Lisa and see if we do host it here. How can she, would she wanna be involved in that?
Right. And then we have no, we can do a budget. What committee budget,
No,
is that on for the next
for next
one?
one, yeah.
So the ice, I know for our grading days this year, just for staff, and I think we only put 2,000 in our budget. And this year we're at 5,200 of it,
Oh.
so we want to increase that maybe to 6 grand.
Why did it go up so much? Well,
Took a lot more maintenance, right?
I don't know,
So
because of the weather or?
all depends on whether. Yeah. So we're discussing budget and in that out of mind.
Okay. I think that was not for that one.
Okay, so we only had the one motion, which we've already covered. For 8, so motions to be considered for that from just a month. No correspondence. And then adjournment.
Five forty. You
Motion.
can't even see which ones, I don't know my glasses.
That's the meeting adjourned at
5:49.
49 PM. On third. First.